Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And today's pledge was by Ruth Ojeda from Metropolitan State University of Denver.
Randall, you're going to call the roll?
Yep.
Mr. Randall, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt. Representative Arndt.
Excused.
Becker J. Becker K. Beckman. Benavides. Bridges. Buck. Buckner. Carver. Catlin. Representative Catlin.
Representative Catlin. Excused.
Coleman. Covarrubias. Representative Covarrubias.
Excused.
Danielson. Escar. Everett. Exum. Foote. Garnett. Garnett.
Excused.
Janal.
Representative Arndt is present.
Gray. Hamner. Hanson. Herod. Hooten. Humphrey. Jackson. Kennedy. Kraft-Tharp. Landgraf. Representative Landgraf. Oh, thank you. Lawrence. Lebsock. Lee. Representative Lee.
Excused.
Leonard. Lewis.
Representative Covarrubias is here.
Liston. Lontine. Lundeen. McKean. McLaughlin. Melton. Michelson Janae. Mitch Bush. Navarro. Neville. Nordberg. Pabon. Pedersen. Rankin. Ransom. Rosenthal. Sane. Salazar. Sias. Singer. Thurlow. Valdez.
Colorado's here.
Van Winkle. Weissman. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Good morning. Winter. Wist. Young. Madam Speaker.
Present.
Did you see Catlin? Catlin. I see. He's coming down.
Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Representative Lee and Representative Catlin are here.
Yes. 65 present.
And 65 members are present, so we have a quorum.
Madam Speaker,
Representative Beckman.
I move that the reading of the Journal of Friday, January 20th, 2017 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by our much respected Chief Clerk.
The motion is to dispense with and approve the journal as approved by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. Motion passes. Announcements and introductions. Representative Landgraf.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, can I get your attention?
Representative Landgraf, let me help you out. Representative
Thank you,
Landgraf.
Madam Speaker. Today is the day. It is the Veterans Caucus at noon, but before that, at 11 o'clock, you can go downstairs. It's the National Guard's birthday. They have been here, you know, I asked them twice. I think it's 157 years. They've been in Colorado longer than Colorado has been in the United States. And if you want to hear about the turkey wars or how they came to Colorado to fight the bummers, be at the caucus at noon downstairs. Lunch will be provided. And I think that's it. Major General Edwards will be our speaker. Thank you.
Great.
And Representative Lee will be there.
Representative Rankin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today is Tourism Day, big day in the Capitol. And Representative Hamner is joining me.
Good morning,
I
Representative.
am fortunate, I'm honored to have been a legislatively appointed member of the Colorado Tourism Board for the last 4 years. So it's become very, I've become very involved and very knowledgeable and very interested and appreciative of what they do. On your desk, you will find a goodie bag, which I think Representative Hamner was going to talk about. And you've also got these cards. Inside is a chip, and it will tell you, if you look at it, exactly what tourism does for your district. So, and remember that they're in the Capitol today. There's a great reception tonight at the Brown Palace. And after, I have a special treat for you as soon as Representative Hamner has her say.
Representative Hamner.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And members, just want to make sure you know that there is a fabulous event tonight as part of Tourism Day. It's the TIAC Legislative Reception tonight at the Brown Palace at 5:30, and you probably don't want to miss it. So that's all I had to say. Back to you.
So I have a special treat for you. Our tourism organization is really responsible. They are our advertising arm. But they do fantastic ads, but you never get to see them because they run out of the state. So for you new members, particularly, I want you to understand what CTO does, and in that regard, I've asked our wonderful majority leader for permission to show you a couple of film clips, which are those ads, 30-second ads that people from other states see about Colorado.
Oh, great. Thank you. Please play the ads.
Coming up.
We only remember the moments we could never plan.
One more. One more. We hope.
When we say we can't find anything to do, maybe we're just looking in the wrong place.
So for you folks out from the Eastern Plains, you may recognize Western Colorado in these ads. I want to point out to you the numbers are on your chip, but these shots are also, these ads are also on your chip. Please take those and show them at your town halls, and let's let Colorado pride spread out through the whole state. These guys are doing a great job. Thank you.
Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On your desks, members, you have an announcement of the Restorative Justice Lunch and Learn next week. Please put it on your calendars, RSVP, and tell your aides as well. This will be a comprehensive presentation, answer all your questions about why restorative justice can transform the criminal justice system, save money, and get better results. So learn all about it. Restorative Justice next Monday, 12 o'clock. Please RSVP.
Representative Mitch Bush.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's an honor to serve with you.
It's an honor to serve with you as well.
I just want to reiterate the wonderful points that Representatives Rankin and Hamner made. Tourism is important in all the corners of our state. That's why those cards on your desk are so important. Whether it's agritourism, whether it's historic tourism, and of course, good old outdoor tourism, which I'm very partial to. It's not only important in terms of direct dollars that people bring and leave, it's also important in terms of job creation, direct jobs, but also indirect jobs. Remember that much of our construction boom and many of our new important businesses along I-25, from biotech to aerospace, are in part here because of the beauty and the wonder of our state. And that's what tourism is all about. The reception tonight at the Brown Palace will be wonderful, so I urge you to attend. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Mitch Bush. Representative Arndt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. I just would like to announce that the Colorado Youth Conservation Corps is here today, and I think we should give them all a hand for their hard work. Thank you. And also, Ad Committee is going to meet in room 107 at 1:30. We're going to hear two things. We're going to hear House Bill 17-1030 and HJR 17-1004. We'll see you at 1:30. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Arndt, and that was a violation of the rules, so it'll be $1. Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I, too, would like to commend our tourism industry in the state of Colorado and just let you know, Representative Rankin, I thought that was pictures of House District 60. It just looked like home to me. A couple of things. You all know that we did the fundraising for the Junior Livestock Show. I want you all to know that on Friday night, we purchased a steer, a young lady from Fort Morgan, Colorado, Charlie Joe Teague of Fort Morgan. We bought a 1,505-pound steer for $11,000. More importantly, the buyback money goes to the scholarship fund, so that purchase put $1,760.85 into the scholarship fund on the behalf of the Colorado State Legislature. The third point is we lost to the Senate. That ain't going to happen next year, folks, so start saving your nickels and dimes so we will outdo the Senate next year. Representative Arndt and I will start earlier, and we will beat the Senate. Second item for announcement, Thursday downstairs will be Hot Dog Day. The Sportsman's Caucus will be meeting, and we will have hot dogs and do a planning session there. Third of all, you have on your desk the Capitol Commission Bible study announcement for tomorrow morning, also downstairs in our meeting room. And it was bipartisan last week, and we want to make it even more so this week. So see you there. Thank you.
Representative Pedersen.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, we have some special guests with us here today. It's the senior field study students here from Bear Creek High School. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We have our teacher, Steve Parentis, and Mark Leachman, who's one of my favorite constituents. These students participate in the field study course, which provides community service opportunities, urban studies. They also live on a farm for a week and study government. So thank you so much for being here with us today. Help me in welcoming them. Another announcement, sorry, I'm losing my voice. We are starting a caucus to provide a forum for all members of the Colorado General Assembly to discuss the challenging issues facing homeless youth. As you know, the housing situation has been incredibly difficult and has displaced many kids across Colorado. We're going to be meeting every month on Wednesday. The first meeting will be this Wednesday at 12 o'clock in room 111. You'll be receiving an invitation on your desk, and we would love to have you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Pedersen. Representative Winter. And Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Tomorrow, the U.S. 36 Mayors and Commissioners Coalition is hosting their annual day at the Capitol. It'll be 7:30 to 9 in the old Supreme Court chamber.
And one of the topics of discussion is going to be transportation funding, which we all know is important this year. And so whether you live along 36 or not, we hope to see you tomorrow morning.
Great, thank you. Representative Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Welcome, members. Hope you had a great weekend. I have two school groups in the building today. I don't know if they're actually in the chamber now, but please help me welcome Bridge English Group A and Bridge English Group B to the Capitol. I hope they're having a great tour and watching government in action. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Representative Herod.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to welcome and introduce Super Prairie Dog, who is over at my desk right now, in honor of late Senator Gordon, who was a champion for prairie dogs. Back when I was in the Ritter administration, we actually had a little running joke with the Senate where we took Prairie Dog and sent ransom letters. So I want to introduce my constituent, Christy Murphy, and the policy office staff who are here today and can answer any questions you might have about Prairie Dog and prairie dog safety here in Colorado. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Herod. Representative Escar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to remind all of you of the exciting meeting happening tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., not 7:30, but 8 a.m. tomorrow. Capital Development Committee will be meeting in Senate Committee Room 352 at 8, not 7:30.
Representative Landgraf.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Wednesday, January 25th, you have this on your desk. It is the Behavioral Health Caucus, and it is a joint effort of Mental Health Colorado and Colorado Behavioral Health Care Council. You probably have all heard a lot about behavioral health and something called the 72-hour mental health hold bill that was vetoed. So proud of that. So if you come to this caucus, you'll probably hear more about it. I know Tracy is just cringing, and I'm sure she'll be there. It is Wednesday, noon, in SCR 357.
Representative Kraft-Dart.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I just want to remind you of the Legislative Audit Committee meeting tomorrow morning. That's 7 o'clock a.m. until 8:45 in LSB B. Thank you.
Representative Norberg.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, one last reminder. Today at noon, we have the first meeting of the Aerospace and Defense Caucus in the 6th floor across the street. So please come. Aides are welcome, and there will be free lunch provided. Thanks so much.
Representative Rosenthal.
And thank you, Madam Speaker. And just to echo Representative Nordberg, it's going to be bipartisan. There's going to be people from all sorts of parts of the state, all areas of the aerospace industry, plus nonprofits and different universities who engage in aerospace. So it's a great learning opportunity. Thank you.
Great. Any further announcements or introductions? Going once. Going twice. Seeing no further announcements or recommendations. Announcements or introductions, I mean. Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that the House stand in recess until 1:30 today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in a recess until 1:30 p.m. today.